stimulating, mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep the Podcast, a comedy podcast. I am AJ Simmons, 130, your comedy team, and I'm going to tell you a little joke.
Oh.
How does that sound?
Sounds good, buddy.
Thank you. According to my therapist, I have abandonment. Let me hit it one more time. According to my therapist, I have abandonment issues. I'm no therapist, but it seems like a fair thing to have an issue with. Just saying.
Yeah,
That's true.
One more for you. I don't miss the pandemic, but I do miss the masks a little bit. What a humbling moment for everyone's opinion of their own breath.
yeah.
We all learned.
There were a few times I put one on and I was like, have I been nibbling little pieces of shit all day?
Someone shit in this room?
Yeah, somebody farting in my mask?
Oh.
Was a 1600s toothless pirate wearing this before I put it on? That is it for me.
Oh, boy. Let's see here.
Tolma Grain, folks.
Oh, this is one for the clips, baby. It's a nice, gentle one. Me and Matt Lamb worked on this together. I'm from Iowa. We all know that. You're from Iowa. Being from Iowa, I love farming. I do. I love farming. No, farting and coming at the same time. Farming.
Let's make that a thing.
Yeah.
Who's out there farming?
Yeah.
Farming happens sometimes.
It does.
You know?
Nobody.
A lot of pressure, a big build up, and then you're like, oh, and a little retort from behind to kind of cap the whole thing off.
We
little
call
farming.
That's right, buddy. Farming.
Farting and coming at the same time.
I'm glad AJ liked it, buddy.
That's all that matters.
I think it was going back and forth for a while, but with Avatar or maybe it was Titanic and Avengers Endgame. I don't remember which one it was. But I think in the end, Avatar was the highest grossing movie of all time. Mm-hmm. And I watched it, and I see two blue people fucking with their hair, but I didn't think it was that gross. Highest grossing.
Pretty gross.
It wasn't gross at all.
One of those wordplay jokes.
Yeah,
A little bit of a thinker.
a real thinker. All right, that'll be it for me. On to AC. I got some things to talk about, but not more jokes.
This is a half-baked joke. This is more of a premise than a joke, but we'll have at it. I was driving home today. I live on a busy street. A lot of traffic goes by throughout the day. And at least once a day, a car goes by that literally vibrates my entire house with its sound system. Yeah, it's windows, everything's shaking. And it's always the worst hip-hop I've never heard before. It's just terrible music. Just like rocking a 3-block radius. And I'm like, man, I need to get a system like that in my car, and I will crank it up and play Hall Notes so everyone can enjoy it.
Your kiss is on my lips.
Just blaring.
Yes, sir.
Little Steely Dan for
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. And when it's that loud, it is.
I mean, it's so loud.
It's
There's
a
loud,
statement.
there's real loud, and then there's, oh my God, what are you doing loud?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm feeling it, and I turn up the music pretty loud.
Yeah.
It's like you want to rock.
That guy has to be having AFib in his car.
Yeah.
For
Like
sure,
his
dude.
heartbeat is being disrupted by the
Yeah.
sound waves. It's so crazy.
Birds are
Yeah.
falling out of the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
You look out the window and you just see bending in the air from the sound waves. And it's just the word, like, no name rap, just
Yeah. Little pump.
not even anything I even remotely, like, I don't have to, like, love it or whatever, but I'm like, what even is this besides
noise.
Yeah.
It's probably all like it's probably their own music.
Yeah,
They're just trying to
Their own
get the word
mixtape.
out.
Yeah, get the
You
mixing
know,
right on this.
it's not pleasant. I've been in one of those cars.
Right. Yeah, we've talked about
It is it's fully unpleasant to be in that car. Also,
Oh yeah.
I've been in cars where they like, and then we were talking about that recently. In the '90s, the whole thing was like the biggest subwoofer you can put in the back of your car.
Of course.
And the things that come by my house,
they got that.
I couldn't even imagine that as a kid. Where it's like you have a stadium sound system in the back of your car,
the Back to the
in your
Future.
1997 fucking Blazer.
yeah, a 4-foot subwoofer.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. I mean, it's got to be disorienting to drive with that.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
Like
I mean,
you're hungover, but you can't get the sub off for some reason. It's just going nuts, rattling your brain in your head.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it can't be. They say that like water skiing, just the bumps that you'll kind of take as you're on the skis, water skiing can give you CTE. So there's no way riding in a car like that
Yeah.
Yeah,
does
man,
not
that's
give
what
you
I'm saying.
irreversible
Yeah.
brain damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only exception I would ever make is for those big sweet speaker stands in Mad Max when it's like
Yes.
the rock band.
Yeah.
For sure, dude.
If
But
I saw
you're
that
huffing
coming down the
spray
street,
paint at
I
that
would
point,
I would
though.
welcome that. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, well, there's a show.
Yeah.
This I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand this.
An apocalypse with an angle. Finally.
Yes.
There you go.
Right. They're rocking.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
So have we all been live, love, and laughing lately? Love and love.
Sure haven't.
Like you wouldn't believe.
I mean, not that I haven't, but
Some motherfucking bullshit.
buddy, it's a rough weekend. 3 days. Well, the
That's right.
lady-
It's Memorial Day right now.
That's right, buddy. Those sweet
Working on a
ladies
holiday.
gonna have a memory of a car accident from to go over. in
Your
future
ladies.
Memorial Days. My lady, yes, Sarah, got in a car accident today.
Jeez. And it's like a brand new car too, right?
Brand spanking new. Not even. I think I drove it like yesterday. It had 600 miles on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Little T-bone action.
So what exactly transpired?
We probably don't need to talk about that, I
okay.
suppose. But it wasn't good, and Sarah's a little shaken up.
Gotcha.
Snapping her
Um,
fingers.
Yeah, snapping of fingers. Yeah, because she was shaking. You guys, I don't know. They don't care. Okay.
Eddie Money.
Yeah, that's right. R.I.P. R.I.P. Eddie Money. So that happened, and then now our family of four, our car currently is a Fiat 500, baby.
Which is about this size
Yeah.
for the folks at home.
It almost fits Toll inside of it.
Yeah, almost.
Almost.
If my hair is too greasy, I got to put the top down. You know what I'm saying? It is a convertible though, so riding in class. We rolled up to Baskin Robbins today
Right.
to wind down from the car accident, the whole
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And I was like, nope, everybody's got to get out because I got to take the baby out the driver's side, but I got to get in the passenger side. So it's a whole thing.
It's a real Chinese finger trap. You know?
Yes,
That
it
car
is.
has been that way since day one. In order to change a tire, you have to take apart the engine manifold and the
Yeah.
exhaust system.
Yeah.
They
And
had
then you can get
to-
to the wheel well so you can change a tire.
And I remember that big time because I was like, I think I should send it to the dealership. And the guy was like, nah, man, we don't have to take it to the dealership. Take it to my place. We can work on anything. I was like, are you sure? He's like, absolutely. I was like, okay. And I sent it there, and he's like, yeah, we had to remove both your axles and the engine to change the alternator. And I was like, what? That seems, yeah, we had to make a tool. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, my God. So, yeah.
That'll be $5,000.
Yeah.
Exactamundo, senor. Oh, great. So,
Is there
yep.
anything in that like has fully worked and not fucked up the whole time?
The stereo?
Yeah, the
Okay.
stereo.
Okay.
The top, put that down today and back up. So I put the top up and down probably a total of 24 times. Still working. I don't think it works exactly like it's supposed to, but it does work. Yeah, exactly. The transmission has worked the whole time.
That's good.
So that's good.
That's
yeah.
a big thing.
And the engine itself has worked.
Well, and the
So,
best car, as we all know, is the one that runs.
That's right,
The
buddy.
Fiat runs.
It does. It does, for the most part. Knock on some wood, baby. Knock, knock, knock. Knock. But yeah, it was a weekend. On Saturday, Sarah wasn't feeling too hot. The baby wasn't feeling too hot. So it was, dad wanting to relax and not being able to. So that wasn't the most fun.
It do be like that
It
sometimes.
do be like that
Yeah.
sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. And then it's over. And then today I was like, hey, today ain't so bad. Having a great time with these kids. And then you get another little bump in the road of a car accident. But
And it really does seem like a lot, at least with everyone I know, a lot of things are kind of going haywire recently.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like everyone's had a week the last
Yeah.
week.
yeah.
To the point where it makes me start to want to believe in like those weird synchronicity type
Yeah.
thing or whatever. Full
I think
moon.
Mercury's in Gatorade
Yeah,
again.
that's right.
It's fucking
Shiloh,
everything up.
comment?
I'm having a great time.
Good.
Mercury's.
You think it's the yellow Gatorade? The
Yeah,
worst
for
kind?
sure. Yeah,
The OG.
100%.
Yeah.
It's soaking in it. Ugh.
Yuck.
That lemon lime.
hmm I've never voluntarily bought lemon lime Gatorade.
I'm always like an Arctic chill
Always
guy.
get blue. I
Yeah.
just go by. I'm like, ooh, do I want blue, light blue, purple, or light purple?
Mhm.
Those are the good ones.
Red, that's a little
Yeah.
spicy. I think I'm going to go
Yeah.
with the blue purple.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a blue or purple Gatorade for sure.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll forget and I'll try a Propel and I'll be like, yeah, these are bad.
Well, Propel is like flavored water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like Gatorade.
If you want flavored water, I thought Propel's all right.
At that point, I'd rather get those like Hy-Vee
Yes,
spritzy
right,
water
yep,
cooler. You
yep.
know, it's
Yeah,
almost like that without the spritz in it.
for sure. Plus, those are only 99 cents.
I like them.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of those Simply Canadian bottles.
Clearly Canadian.
Oh,
I was gonna buy one of those yesterday,
Simply Canadian.
and
Close.
I was like, "Damn, clearly Canadian at Come and Go, interesting." And it was $3.50, and it was 11 ounces. I was like, I need more than 11 ounces, so I didn't get it. But I wasn't even 100% sure they still made it until yesterday.
I think they almost brought it back.
Yeah,
It was gone for a long time, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's been back for a few years.
I remember drinking those as a kid. Man, you felt so sophisticated.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, am I an adult now?
It's like a champagne almost.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
The bubbly water market was very narrow back then. There weren't
Yeah.
a lot of players in it, like not like there are now.
Yeah.
But then you'd think you'd like that. And you'd have a like a LaCroix,
Yeah.
LaCroix, whatever. How do you actually? It's LaCroix.
I say Lacroix, but whatever.
LaCroix. I will take a LaCroix with my croissant.
Definitely more French sounding.
Yes.
LaCroix sounds like a rapper or something.
Yeah.
LaCroix.
LaCroix. Wanna be a baller.
Lacroix.
Yeah. And then you think you like that, and then you have a LaCroix, and you're like, this is fucking disgusting. What is this flavorless garbage?
I could never get on board. The seltzers, I was able to, like the White Claws, and then I was introduced actually from Alex's wife to a few like more niche ones that had a bit more flavor in them.
Yeah.
Those seltzers were, pretty sick actually.
Yeah.
But
The Trulies and
yeah,
the alcohol.
they those aren't too bad. But the LaCroix, I could never. It just feels like like the
Do you
soda
remember,
machines out of syrup.
AJ probably does. Do you remember New York City seltzer?
I was just gonna say
With
New
the
York-
little glass bottles?
Mhm, the little
So
shorties.
good. And then you get a root beer flavored seltzer water, and it would taste like root beer, but you'd be like, it's neat because it's clear.
Mhm. It would taste like a
Mm.
very watered down root beer. You're like, ooh.
yeah,
That was the OG seltzer water.
yeah.
Because it was like the black one. That was the one that was used for like mixers. That was like
Right.
straight up, I think, soda water.
Yep.
And they had little flavored ones, but they were like probably 6 or 8 ounces,
Yep.
little stubby bottles.
Mm-hmm.
It was those and Clearly Canadian. Those were the bubble waters for the 80s and 90s, and no one cared about them.
I
now
did.
we're awash.
But it feels like such a core memory to me. Sort of like the those Sobe lizard milk drinks they would have.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm like, I know I had a couple because as a kid they were very, alluring. It'd be like this sort of pink, creamy, fluorescent drink. Yeah.
Remember Orbs? Was it called Orbs?
Orbeez?
Orbeez?
Orbs?
Where it had the floating gelatinous balls.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't, but not like boba tea where all at the bottom. It was like they were suspended.
Yeah, like
in the
didn't they have like
drink.
a little like circle where they were all at? Was that something?
No,
else?
they were like floating in the
Were they
drink.
floating in it?
Yeah, and they had to design it like, and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like drinking a lava lamp or something.
yeah.
That's cool.
I hate boba tea. Also, I find it
Yeah.
just
I have no
abhorrent.
time for tapioca
Yeah.
pearls. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't need that.
After one or two, you're like, all right, I get it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't. Or you ever
You're trying to sip it and you're getting chunks up the straw.
right? You ever
had?
gotten one without realizing that's what you ordered?
Yes.
Oh my god! And then you're like, ah.
You feel like an alien just
Yeah.
throat goaded you.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's upsetting.
It is. Luckily, nothing else in my life is upsetting,
I'll tell you what's upsetting. I've seen it twice now, probably in Atoma, but where the bumper stickers that say "execute your local pedophile."
Oh, classic.
I'm like, all right, okay. I've seen that a couple times. I saw one recently. Not only did he have "execute your local pedophile" on the back of his truck, he had the silhouette of a dude pointing a gun at a tied up dude on the back of his truck. And I was like, nobody likes pedophiles, dog. Like
if I
don't
see that, then I'm like, that guy's a pedophile.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
You're trying
dude.
too hard.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
trying.
It should be he had a
like, do we all want, like, no one likes a pedophile. We all agree on that.
Yeah.
We're on record. For
Yes.
that.
right.
I mean, if you want to go so far as to say execute them all, like, I mean, in a sense, of course, sure. But if you take the time to buy a decal and you're like strapping it, you're like,
Right.
yeah, nice.
you're like
Now everyone knows
You're like an
that I'm not a pedophile.
Exactly. It's like being an anti-gay Republican senator.
You buy one
Yeah.
of those Cricut sticker printers.
Yeah,
Right.
You cut out your own bumper sticker.
Yeah,
Create your
yeah.
own silhouette of a
Yeah.
guy tied up.
People gonna love this.
Yes.
This is what I want to be known for driving around.
Right. And then it's
so
like
you know for sure I'm not a pedophile.
yeah.
Because I hate them.
I hate him more than anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. hmm
Stay away from my computer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem a little sus.
And having to explain to a 6-year-old why there's a dude pointing a gun at another man on a pickup truck and it says execute your local pedophile and she can read right above it. Like,
Dad,
A lot of
what's
big
it-
concepts here.
Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
table that one.
Hey, sweetie, I bet you didn't know some adult men want to fuck kids. What do you think of that?
Let's get into it on this drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, have a
Yeah.
good day at school, sweetie.
Yeah.
Hand her a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's truly
out for those pedophiles.
horrendous. Yeah. And I get the need. No one, the only people on the side of pedophiles are pedophiles. You don't need a bumper sticker.
Yeah. For one thing that you don't need to clear up your
Yeah.
allegiance to,
Yeah.
for, or against.
You know what I hate? Pedophiles.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I never thought about it before. I think they're all right. How about you guys?
I hadn't really thought about it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more to it than no.
Yeah.
No need for discussion or
Yeah.
clarification or advertising your sentiment on it.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of implicit. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be said.
Certainly not on a bumper sticker.
I just
There-
defined implicit.
There are so,
Okay.
I feel like there are a few things these days that I'd be willing, like, to bumper sticker my car with. You
Yeah.
know, like not even
It
political
would take.
statements.
It would have to be pretty fucking funny.
That's
for
what
me
I'm
to
saying.
put
It'd
it
have
on.
to be a
like
great bumper sticker to even get it. Because trust me,
That's-
I've considered wrapping the RAV.
Right.
in
Get
just
get.
like a no
I
sleep
got the
wrap.
perfect one for you, AJ. Powered by bitch dust.
There we go.
Get that one. I'm like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
You powered by bitch dust, so you're just like, I'm a bitch. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be like having a bumper sticker that says "I'm an asshole."
I've seen a couple cars.
That would actually be kind of funny.
yeah.
I've seen a couple cars where the entire back end of the, usually like a Prius or something, is just caked in bumper stickers and stickers that are all about how much of a whore this lady is just driving.
Yeah.
In very explicit terms, where you're like,
Daddy's little cum
again,
slut.
like, yeah, right, like,
Yeah.
this is beyond funny. Like, this isn't this. At first, you're like, ha ha.
This is advertising.
That's when I roll up next to him, rubbing $2 bills together. You're like, what do you think of this? You want to hop in? Oh, I got to get in your car? Oh, no thanks.
My other car is a dragon dildo. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
She seems cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's rare you just see someone with one bumper sticker, you know.
Yeah. Kind of like tattoos.
Yep.
It is like tattoos. I feel like, yeah.
Never just one.
Yeah, you figure I would like it more because I do like tattoos, but
I like a good joke,
I don't
and
think
I
it's
like a
this-
good bumper
yeah.
sticker, but
yeah.
I like it. I love a funny bumper sticker.
mm-hmm.
I do enjoy that.
but too many people are just
There's some
making
real,
a meal out of it.
for real. And there's real art to a funny bumper sticker because if it's so long, I can't read it unless I'm right behind you. That's no good.
Right.
You got to get it big, put it on the back of your pickup, and make sure there's a guy executing another guy.
That's exactly right.
Mhm.
If it's not Calvin peeing on someone,
Yeah.
it better be someone executing someone else
That's right.
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
in a silhouette.
Right
Mhm.
next to the 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink
yes.
emoji, and yeah, what else?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I eat ass.
Mossy
That's-
Oak
Yeah.
brand little logo there,
Yep.
maybe.
Yep.
I eat ass.
Deer
Important
hunter.
information.
Yeah.
Some kind of hunting bumper sticker.
At least
Yeah, I
on
don't
these
like
parts,
anything
yeah.
that much where I'm like, everyone has to know how much I love
No.
whatever thing.
Yeah.
There's literally, it'd be like if I had a I Heart Movies bumper sticker, and people would be like, "Is this guy fucking retarded?" Like, yeah,
He needs 18 more bumper stickers to explain what that means.
Yeah, like what is that even? It's so vague.
Right.
Yeah. And,
I love movies.
yes.
See, that's funny in it.
I Heart Music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get you one of those little like stick
I love-
figure family ones.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Somebody had one, not to get into we are already in it, I guess. I saw a bumper sticker. I was even gonna message you guys about it. Said, I don't give a shit about your stick figure family, and it showed like a dinosaur eating the stick figure family. I was like, clearly you do give a shit. You give so much of a shit, you got a bumper sticker to say you didn't give a shit.
Right.
It's like that pedophile with the executing pedophiles bumper sticker, you know?
One of my favorite ones
Right.
was
The move is to get Calvin pissing on a pedophile.
There you
know?
go.
that's the ultimate move.
How do you represent that? You have somebody looking at a picture of like the copper tone baby,
Someone in
And
a
then
public
somebody
library looking over their shoulder, shocked.
getting pissed off.
And then it's the astronaut pointing the gun. It's like we were always killing him.
Oh shit.
Yes.
That'd be.
think
That's
we
like
got a
the,
bumper
the
sticker.
inception of bumper stickers.
Yeah. Just goes all the way across the car.
Full window vinyl. Yeah.
I think that guy does give a shit about my bumper sticker family,
Yeah. A little
but he
too
hates
much.
pedophiles.
I saw one where it was a stick figure, mom and dad, and then a bunch of money bags next to it, and then the license plate said "no kids."
Oh.
It's like, great,
Yeah.
Wow.
you really showed
That's
us.
impressive.
I feel like so rarely do I see a really cool, handsome guy getting out of like a sick ass car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like every time I see like a crazy Corvette with like an offensive custom license plate or like whatever, you know,
Right.
it's always like a guy I would never want to hang out
Yep.
with.
Absolutely.
He's 56 and he has no friends.
Yeah, totally out of his sexual prime, clearly.
Yeah.
That goes for when I was installing pool tables. Went to a lot of rich people's houses, but it ran the gamut. You know, rich people, everybody kind of got pool tables. But we did spend time in
Back in the pool table days.
rich people's houses, and I will tell you, not
gold
to
rush.
be, but the rich dudes, I expected them to have like trophy wives?
Mm.
Almost never. It was kind of shocking.
Gutterball
actually.
wives.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, they lost. You lost the match. Got your what's even the point of having all this money? Okay. But then the poor dudes in like a new house, but like a new small house.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't poor, I guess. They had a new house. This was also 20 years ago, but
They were living within their means.
they were living within their means. They were doing like some manual labor, blue collar shit, smoking hot wives a lot of the time. I was like, huh, interesting.
The ladies love a working man.
I'm just saying, yeah, maybe it's cooler to just be cool and not.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. It's deep thoughts. That's going to be the title of my self-help book.
Talk to Bill Belichick about
Yeah.
that. Have you seen that whole thing?
Oh, you saying like a 19-year-old?
She's 24.
24.
Yes.
And he's always been, he's the greatest coach in the history of the NFL. Old guy, and like a real curmudgeon. Keeps him like just quiet. He just gets the fucking job done, wins championships, and is an asshole. And he's the best. And he's just that old gruff guy. And then I remember like a couple years ago, this like ring cam footage came out of like a shirtless Bill Belichick coming out of this house, like in the morning with shirtless, and he's like, and then he walks away, and it's like, what is this? And then you find out he's dating this 24-year-old chick that is basically ruining his life, and he's down with it. It's insane. It's the craziest thing.
And she's suing the ESPN reporter that released that video,
really?
or that did the report on that video, saying that the people that ran that Airbnb or whatever, saying that they thought that she was an escort and like stuff like that.
She probably was.
That's, I mean, there's a. Did you see her? She was like yelling at him at when he was getting interviewed.
Yeah.
She was like yelling at the reporter to be like, we're not answering that.
Yeah, the reporter goes, so how'd you guys meet? And she
Yeah.
goes, we're not answering that.
Yeah.
Like, why are we not answering that? Is there no cute story here?
Yeah.
Is it probably a not cute story here? And you don't want to.
Yes.
Crazy.
What was that one website? It was like ashleymadison.com or
Yep.
something.
The cheating website.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Some backpage.com type of situation.
Yeah, the Ashley Madison, the entire like user database got leaked,
Yeah.
and I think the owner got busted cheating. The whole thing was all like very like hilarious.
Yes.
High off his own supply a little.
Yes.
Well, wasn't there? I mean, like almost no one on there was like female wise was like real, were they? Wasn't there something to that effect too?
I think so. I think they had inflated. Like I
Yeah.
think that's how it is. A lot of dating sites will get busted because they're basically running bots
Right.
to give.
I
guys
remember
something
back
to
in the
do.
dating site, the dating app days, seeing people I knew, like girls with, and then be like, oh, and I'd be like, hey, there was a fake account with all your pictures up on Tinder, and it says your name and something else, and it's like 25 pictures of you.
Says your
so
name
just
is
heads up.
Ibrahim. I don't think that's you.
Yeah.
I'll see that on Insta even.
Yeah.
People getting, I don't think it's even hacked. It's like duped,
Yeah.
or whatever. Like they're duplicating the thing, and then but I guess it's not illegal
I don't know.
to a
It
certain
must not
extent.
be.
Because people will like
Yeah, it's-
compile famous people's stuff and like put it on an account, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Where I guess it's if you're truly trying to impersonate them, maybe.
I mean, there could be much better laws for all that stuff, but since the
Oh, pretty soon
billionaire
there's-
tech
yeah.
people rule the world, they're not gonna
There's not going to be
come
laws
down on that
for
shit.
nothing.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about there.
Nope, that's fine.
I booked a quinceañera photography gig yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
For your quinceanera?
Better get your anti-pedophile bumper sticker
That's right.
to make sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be the ribbon above the party as you walk in.
Yeah.
How did you do that?
It was pretty weird. So Sam and I were out back of my place shooting
a
that
dumpster.
Yeah, in the dumpster,
Yeah, yeah.
shooting a sketch.
Yes.
And one of the guys who kind of runs maintenance and stuff for some of the buildings that whatever my landlord owns, he came through, but he had two people with him, and they kind of looked at us weird because I was dressed kind of strangely
Yes.
and in a dumpster. But
And they're like, that's our photographer.
That's literally what happened. 'Cause we had tripods
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
They were like, so you do like photography or whatever? But the two other people didn't really speak English, so he was sort of translating for me. And so I'm standing there.
Senor es loco.
And they were just kind of asking me questions, and I guess they're having this ballin', like $20,000 is what they said, quinceañera. I guess it's a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah.
Like the Mexican bar mitzvah or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, they were like, we need a photographer. Someone quoted us like $4,000.
Holy shit.
You know, what can you do it for?
I'll do it for 3.9.
Yeah. Well, I guess I
Undercutters.
rearranged it a little. They didn't tell me what someone else had offered them, so I was like, I thought I was just helping someone out, so I said like $200.
Yeah,
or
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then they were like,
wow.
the last person quoted us, yeah, $4,000. I was like,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You meant for the quinceañera. Oh, yes.
yeah,
About-
quince.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. That's different. But they were actually nice enough to where they like lifted the price a little
Nice.
themselves. And I was like, all right, if you like everything, maybe you can throw a little tip on or something like that.
Who?
But-
How do you justify $4,000 for photographing a quinceañera? Unless you're a fucking famous photographer.
We're going to
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where if people aren't familiar with the industry, you know, they don't know.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of the business, honestly, when it
Yeah.
comes to pricing and stuff. Early on, at least, and it's like this with graphic design and probably a lot of art careers, is like you make nothing forever because you're just trying to get work for
Right.
a portfolio.
Yeah.
And then at some point, then you just ask for everything. you know,
Yeah.
that's when you start asking for $100+ an hour for certain
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
That still, I mean, that's still good. And that,
Oh,
wouldn't-
yeah.
unless he's going to be at the quinceañera for 40 hours.
Yeah.
I think they did say it was like 5 hours. As I was like, all right, yeah, I definitely lowballed myself a little.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got the vibe that I was like, I think we can work this out if I show up professionally.
Yeah.
The fact that they even booked me for the gig, all things considered, was kind of,
Yeah.
you know, shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dumpster guy can do it for a couple $100.
Yeah, I love that somehow I look to be qualified in that
You're
moment.
like, huh?
But now I'm kind of excited. Where I'm like, $20,000 party. That sounds kind of nice. I mean,
Yeah.
there's probably some food.
Bunch of 15-year-old girls there,
Yeah.
too. Better get that sticker out. You better get that
I'm gonna
sticker
Get it on
out.
a t-shirt.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Get a
You should
shirt
be
made.
wearing the
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Like, something's
Pedophile
fishy.
hater.
yes.
Yeah.
I
No way
don't
that
know.
guy's an issue. Yeah.
Mhm. He wore a shirt.
He's doing this photo.
Yeah.
He's doing this photo session for free, I guess. And he hates pedophiles,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I guess he's cool.
He hates him so much he does all these for free. But, yeah, I've never been to a quinceanera, and 20,000. I mean, that's a big ass party. So
Oh hell yeah!
sounds
Crazy.
kind
For no matter what, that's a yeah.
Yeah,
I can't wait to hear the report on that.
yeah. I'll get back to you. I might need to hire an assistant. So if you were looking for work, June, I'll get back to you on the day on it. But it's
Alright.
June something.
Yeah, don't give away the quinceanera date.
Yeah, date, location, all that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And a testament to, you know, you got to pounce on opportunities, man.
Right place,
Yeah.
right time.
Dumpster.
I
or
like
not.
the idea that this dude was just walking by and he's like, huh, whose equipment is this?
Yeah.
And you pop up out of a dumpster and you're like, it's mine.
Don't touch it. Don't touch my stuff.
Well, and earlier today, I, for the first time, surprisingly first time, I locked myself out of my apartment because it has one of those. You can like flip a switch on the door, and so it'll lock when you're leaving.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not like whatever.
Yeah.
So I did that to myself, and so that guy came and he was kind of talking to me about the whole thing and saying thanks for doing it. And he was like, I was trying to explain to them that I don't know you super well and you're real quiet. And I was like, you might be mean. I'm not sure. I was like, I promise I'm not mean. I just got to keep to myself, you know. But
I just hate pedophiles.
so much.
I was like, I guess I'm putting off a certain vibe around the building.
Yeah.
That's what.
I get that a lot too.
Yeah.
Me too, buddy. I think we're the bad boy vibe crew.
Yeah.
So I think that.
Comment on that, Shyla?
No. I have too much insight.
Yeah.
We're good. I'm just
Couple of
shy.
softies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think sometimes I'm like, oh man, everybody like at work is all, friends with each other.
Yeah.
I just roll in with my sunglasses and I'm like, stop fucking looking at me. And nobody likes me, you know? It's
Yeah.
weird.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
Similar to my approach, where
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
they think I'm like the artistic, interesting, broody type.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's autistic.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's an asshole.
Some autistic asshole. Yeah.
I do, yeah.
He's like, you always have your headphones in. I was like, yeah, that's kind of
Because I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
Keep moving, bud. Yeah.
a little bit. I'm
Yeah.
well, and so much of it for me is I assume that I'm going to be bothering everyone else. So I'm
Right.
like, I'm Mr. Stay out of the way. That's my move.
Yes, that's how I've spent a large portion of my life. Like in thinking, like I'm putting out a good vibe, but I'm keeping, I'm not
Yeah.
imposing myself on anyone. So that's fine. Everyone's like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
what? No,
Yeah.
I'm cool.
You think being an ice cream owner would be a lot nicer?
Yeah.
This guy's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Even with trying to do some more of these sketches and stuff that we're taking on, I have a hard time seeing myself on camera because, yeah, like I have such a certain idea of like what I look like and sound
Right.
like. It's like hearing yourself on a
Yeah.
voicemail for that first time and being like, "That's not my voice."
Right. That's
Yeah, when you watch video and sound of yourself in 4K, and you're like, that is not what I assumed was happening.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
How do I change all that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Why am I doing that with my eyebrow all the
Mm-hmm.
time? It's always stuff like that, you know?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, watching clips of this podcast, I'm like, oh, look at me doing the same 4 things I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah, it sure is.
laughing at Toll and I's
Yeah,
hilarious
yeah.
joke.
Me throwing my head
There's-
back and laughing.
There's enough of this.
It's natural. I just can't help it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's enough out there now that it doesn't. I don't. Maybe it used to bother me, but I fucking love.
I'm calloused, I think,
Yeah.
to it
Yeah.
now.
It is
but
what
it's been
it-
a
yeah.
long
Yeah.
road because, yeah, there were times where I had a girlfriend call me out. She was like, "You're doing a different voice on your voicemail message," and I was like, "Cause I hate my voice."
Yeah.
Hello, AJ here.
Try to change it up a little.
This would be worth. Have you seen the classic SNL sketch?
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Alec Baldwin
Yes.
trying to leave a outgoing message.
Yeah. Because back in the
like,
day, you have your answering machine and you leave your voice message.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's
this
him.
is Alex. Sorry
Yeah.
I missed you.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
like it would give you the option. Listen back to your message to approve. You're like, all right. So you listen, and the sketch with that is him
Yeah.
doing it. It's fucking hilarious.
He's like, "Hi, this is Alec. I can't come to the phone right now." And he's like, "Yeah."
It sounds like a totally gay voice. He's like, he's
Yeah.
like, no. So he tries again, and he just keeps getting progressively gayer and crazier. So good.
Pretty funny.
Delete. Yeah, I mean, even I feel like there was some sort of documentary or some short writing type thing.
Yeah.
Keep it vague.
A short
Yeah.
article or something written about how like
That should be your bumper sticker. It's a writing type thing. You'd be like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Don't worry about it. I hate pedophile.
In parentheses.
yeah, that's all one bumper sticker.
Big parentheses.
But oh fuck, I forgot what I was saying.
No, you were talking about your voice, writing type thing.
Oh, that people were breaking. It was some type of scientific research into like reflection in mirrors and how it's
Oh,
like sort
okay.
of a strange thing for organisms to like wrap their head around because
Yeah.
it's not the vantage point you're seeing yourself ever. You're
Right.
seeing yourself out of your own head all the time, Yeah, I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think? I remember back in the 48-hour film festival. I remember I did one of several years ago, one of the earlier ones, and I was like, I helped write it, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna kind of like be the star of this one." I was like, "Hell yeah,
Finally.
yeah!" And then I was wearing
Finally.
like short red shorts and a white T-shirt, and I had to do a lot of running in the movie. And I was like, "Oh my god!" Like
I guess I can't run anymore.
Yeah, in my head, I'm running like the fucking T1000, and then I see it on video, and I was like,
Bolt.
"Gotcha." Exactly.
Usain Bolt.
Exactly. And then I watched it. I was like, "Oh man!" I'm like, I'm looking all fat in
Yeah.
my T-shirt. I was like, "This is."
I
I'm
well,
gonna play this in a theater. Ugh.
The big
I-
screen.
we talked about this on the old podcast, but I had to. I was in the era where computers and video cameras were abundant enough commercially or whatever.
Yeah.
Or consumer-wise, that like we had them in
They're
school.
accessible.
Yeah, like at
Yeah.
school, you could shoot video for
Mhm.
projects. I don't know if that was in your time as well, but I remember seeing, because for maybe younger people, the phone with the camera wasn't always a thing. You basically had to own like a handheld
Mhm.
type camera
A
to even
camcorder.
to like get footage of yourself
Yeah.
or whatever. And I remember in class like working on those type of things and seeing myself walk for the first time, and I was like, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
That's not right at all.
Yeah, like
Yep.
my knees are coming in, but my legs are going out. Like, I look nuts.
Mhm. Oh, dude, I remember realize like, oh, I'm my back is fucked up. My posture is just jacked.
Yeah.
Like terrible. I'm like the fucking hunchback of Notre Dame over here. Oh well.
Yeah.
Now I'm whatever.
Yeah.
Let 'em
Eventually,
see
you,
it.
even I have become accustomed to kind of seeing
Yeah.
it, where I'm like, okay. And
There it
then-
is.
Then I started like policing my own like expressions more. I found.
Oh really?
Yeah, like certain eyebrow
Every
raises
time
and
I
things.
come in here, I tell myself to police myself to like.
Right.
You're not gonna get the clips if you make cum fart jokes. You know what I'm saying?
If we talk about pedophiles for the whole time.
yeah.
Here
But
we
I
are.
don't do it. I mean, I try. I think I'm dropping less f-bombs and wearing more sweatshirts so my titties aren't hanging out all the time.
Mhm.
It's kind of a new sweatshirt too.
This is a novelty sweatshirt. Check this out.
Ooh.
That is a koozie.
Huh.
Put a beer in there.
Perfect. Perfect for all Hawkeye fans.
That's right. Then my jizz rag.
That's separate.
Bottle opener
Oh,
connected to the sweatshirt.
Beautiful.
Nice.
It's a nice piece.
It is.
Was that a get and go?
This Ellie gave this to me.
Oh, okay.
So no.
Maybe.
That's
Somewhere
enough.
reputable. Like a Kmart.
Yeah. Even posting like these clips and everything, I was telling Shiloh like a day or two ago. I basically have like a full mental breakdown every time because
Yeah.
like some of them, I'm like, this is the one. I think
Yeah.
this is gonna take us into the stratosphere
Yeah.
finally,
Yeah.
and I start believing in it, and then I get down such a road where I'm like thinking of what
Already
I,
cashing the checks.
yeah, like what am I gonna say to people when they're like, how did you think of it?
You're just daydreaming.
Yeah.
Oh
60
man.
minutes, kind of Charlie Rose talking about this
Yeah.
whole thing.
So AJ,
yeah, I mean, it was.
how'd you do
Charlie
it?
Rose.
I mean, we
What
really
are you
got,
gonna-
we got it out the mud, as they say.
Yeah.
We just kept working and working, and then it goes from that to then it, the clip does nothing or whatever, and then I'm like, well, all my worst fears have been realized. I'm
Nah.
not even mediocre. I'm less than mediocre.
Oh,
You're just
no.
ochre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard,
Yeah.
and it's and no one likes hearing anyone complain about this at all. So I'm gonna keep it
Oh.
moving on that.
Oh, my.
Yeah. But even I'll feel like secondhand, like sad for other people when I will scroll through and see
Yeah.
that they're also not getting anything, and it's
Yeah.
like no one knows it better than me.
I'm always like, fuck you too. And I just
Yeah,
keep
exactly.
like, you're going down too. You're not getting my view.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be a weirdo and like this. Yeah.
Unless you're all liking it. Then
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. It depends. I mean, I like all of our videos.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to,
Yeah, that's right. On Facebook, we're the only ones.
Yep.
Every once in a while, my mom will sneak in
Yeah.
like here and
Yeah.
there, and I'm like,
I'm pretty sure my mom blocked us.
Yeah.
Like, I've had enough coming and farting from my son. Thank you very much.
get plenty of that at Christmas. You know?
Lots of farming at Christmas.
Yes. On a news update, folks, I had mentioned that Dave was not doing well. Dave is actually doing a little bit better
That's
these
amazing.
days. Still in the hospital, unfortunately, but much more cognizant and able to talk, which is awesome. And thank God, because I was preparing to commandeer the medical staff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need 5 cc's of fentanyl,
Yeah.
1 original recipe for loco,
Yeah.
and a bag of Takis Fuego.
Get
this
this straightened
man-
out.
Yeah, a little
Uh.
triage on this guy.
Get a couple Diet Mountain Dews.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I did see I don't know if it was his, but one day I did see a bottle of Diet Mountain Dew.
I don't think it was his.
Okay.
It's hooked up with
Yeah.
the fucking with the
With the
IV
IV.
bags.
Yeah, it's just drilled into the
Yeah.
cap upside down.
He needs it to survive, okay?
Yes, he's withdrawing.
Just get him. Let him have it.
Yeah.
We love him. God damn it.
Yes. Yeah. It's so scary to see people like that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All hospitaled up and shit, with tubes in them and everything.
Yep.
It's scary stuff.
It is.
Oh. Real deal.
The first time I was in there, I was having like an out of body experience about it, sort of like fully kind of dissociating. It's weird.
It is. What happened?
But now he's a little bit more rosy cheeked and talking
Good.
these days. So,
That's really great.
but keep them good vibes coming, folks.
Maybe that's what did it. Good vibes. The no sleep. Good vibes.
We're known for good vibes.
We are.
Mhm.
We hate pedophiles, but we got good vibes.
Yeah.
All right.
Put it on the
Yep.
bumper sticker. No, it's a podcast.
I hate pedophiles, but I love good vibes. That's what you'll see on the back of my pickup.
Yes.
Mhm.
By the way,
Oh, man.
best pedophile movie. I'm gonna come out and say.
Oh boy! Wow.
Spotlight.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Spotlight.
If you count
'Cause Doubt is sort of
Doubt, Prisoners,
Prisoners. Yeah.
that's a good damn.
you guys
movie.
watch a lot of pedophile movies, I guess.
I love pedophile movies, but I hate pedophiles.
Oh man.
But I think it's such a heavy topic that you have to do it so well that all of them are all kind of good movies.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't think you can tackle that one.
I just steer
Yeah.
clear of all that. I don't
Yeah.
want to see a good pedophile movie.
well, none of those are explicit.
don't.
Right.
Oh, of
So-
course. I mean, I know
Although I
they're
will say-
dealing with a subject, and it turns out into a.
Prisoners, where they
No,
You know,
thanks.
torture and confine a mentally disabled guy for
Ooh, that sounds like.
half the movie.
Is that the Russo brothers?
It's, starring Hugh Jackman, buddy.
No.
That's Denis, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Denis Villeneuve.
Mm.
It is really good.
It is.
Paul Dano being a weirdo.
Yeah.
And in fairness, I didn't know they were pedophile movies. They didn't put that in the trailer.
Right.
The little sticker on
the
there.
number one pedophile movie in America.
yes, yes.
Don LaFontaine, or whatever his name is.
In a world full of pedophiles, one man. Yes.
This would be. We're not even able to be monetized, but if we were, this would be so demonetized.
We should call this podcast Demonetized.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Shall I write that down? All right.
That's exactly what I commented.
Demonetized, the podcast.
Speaking of Spotlight, though, Ruffalo in that, I don't know if he has ever done a bit like been bad in a movie ever.
I fucking love the guy. Even like 13
good.
going on 30, all the way back there.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he's quietly put together like a pretty sick resume.
And he seems like a
Shutter
genuinely decent dude.
Yeah, even him as the Hulk. Like I haven't seen those movies, but like the
Mhm.
clips I see, I'm like, I think it works for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we were going to do Marvel podcasts?
We tried. That was our big Patreon push.
Yep.
You get
We
about
did
3 deep
2
on
of
that.
them.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Two and a half.
I did Thor, so I feel like
So we
there
did
was three.
Thor, we did Hulk,
Iron Man,
Iron Man.
because we were doing them in order of
Mhm.
release, I believe.
Don't worry, you only have 75 more to go.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, all three of those I liked.
Yeah, they're
You know?
all decent ones.
It was more, probably the drinking. I'm gonna guess. On
Yeah.
my part.
Yeah.
a
I don't
little,
know.
a little bit of inertia.
Yeah.
On my behalf. Yeah.
Mm.
Those were the old days at the old place.
Yep. This weekend, the baby was having such a rough go on Sunday, so yesterday. I've never seen a baby do this before. You guys have seen an exerciser?
Yes.
Exerciser. She can't walk yet, but goddamn, she can escape from an exerciser.
Oh, really?
She's fucking. You look back and baby's hanging halfway out, head first, going towards the ground. I was like, oh shit. When this baby can really move, we're gonna be in trouble, bro. But yeah. Damn. Pretty funny though.
Is that timeline wise pretty on par for like when they start
Yeah, I
moving
think it
good
is.
and all that?
Yeah,
Nice.
usually about 1.
Yeah, I think that's
They
when
start to
walking
get rocking and rolling
begins, yeah.
around there.
Really crawling with a fury.
Yeah, she's doing that now. Kind of army crawling, but she can crawl properly. Apparently, I never did. I just scooted around on my butt. So she's better than me.
I like Shiloh's.
Yeah. Yep.
That was the sound of her being like, explains a lot.
Yeah. That's why I don't have one. I wore it off.
Scooted
right.
it right off.
Yeah.
It's like the flat spot on a baby's head.
That's right.
Yep.
Yep.
Crib head.
Mhm. I got crib ass.
And you say it was always like that? I feel like as a young, handsome football player, it might have had a little juice to it.
I was always shaped like a cartoon swimmer.
All right.
So, yeah.
Built like
When
a
I was a little boy, I think it was more after puberty.
built like a street shark.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a
Yes.
huge upper
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Skinny cartoon legs. Yeah.
swimmer's body.
Mm-hmm. That's what. There was a picture of me years ago from behind doing stand up. I was like, God damn, I really am shaped like a cartoon of a human. Pretty cool. That's when I was kind of buff though, and I was like, these weird straight skinny legs. Yeah, my hunched back,
Yep.
all muscly. It was cool. I liked it.
It is cool to see the back muscles.
Mm-hmm.
At the gym, I'll see people with them sometimes. It's
Mhm.
like you want to compliment them, but there's no good way to do that.
Yeah.
I noticed your back was.
I like the cut of your
rippling.
jib.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hate pedophiles.
By the
Looking
way.
good. Yeah.
Such a good way to open a conversation. Just a little bit about me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know from the top.
It's my Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Ladies love it.
Hey, straight to the point.
Must be of age.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Why are you pushing that so hard?
Really drilling down on that. Here's a hot take for you. I wrote down: baked crunchy Cheetos better than regular crunchy Cheetos.
They're the best baked
I think
chip.
so.
Yeah, the best lower fat of all of them by a long shot.
Yeah, because some of them, yeah, they taste like the. Is how you know it's gonna be good when I'm struggling. It's hard to get.
You know.
Yeah, let's go to break.
We got a clip.
You know,
Now
like-
a word from our
like-
sponsor.
I like the baked
that's how I
Ruffles,
do it on stand-up.
cheddar and sour cream. And
Yeah, those
depending
aren't
on what
bad.
kind of mood I'm in, sometimes I prefer the way the baked feel. It's more like a thin cracker or something,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a
It's
Pringle.
lighter.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
lighter.
Dehydrated. It's not an actual chip. It's like dehydrated, rehydrated.
Yeah,
fucking
no
potatoes.
grease
Yeah,
whatsoever. But yeah, I love those Cheetos.
they are very good.
Very, very.
And when they're baked, you can eat the entire bag
Yeah.
No problem.
and feel great about it.
Still healthy.
Yeah. You can even shove a few up your ass.
They're baked.
They're baked. I just said it.
You
I
know.
know. I know.
God. Fuck
Can't
is
even
wrong with
help
me? I can't. Sarah and I, whenever anyone says anything that could be taken as mildly dirty, Sarah, and we're in like, mixed company of people that wouldn't approve.
Civilians
Yeah.
and-
Semi-professional.
She'll look
survey.
at me and be like,
Don't.
exactly, yes.
She knows you well.
Yeah, she does.
That's nice.
Yeah. Got mental probs.
Like, oh yeah, I had a real hard time with the kids today, and she's like,
Exactly.
"You hate pedophiles.
Don't forget that.
Don't do it."
If they're your kids, it's not pedophilia.
I believe that's how it works. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, I keep fucking talking.
That might be the one.
That'll be. There's our clip. We finally got the one that's gonna shoot to the stars, baby. Toll's gonna make it. I wasn't sure if I was, but now I know I am.
It's impossible not to.
Netflix, here I come.
My comedy special, I don't know if you guys can guess what it's going to be called.
I'd have an
but,
idea.
Yeah, I got a good guess.
I hate pedophiles. The comedy special.
The one-man show.
Mm-hmm.
And you never talk anything.
I won't
you
mention
never-
it once. I'm going to do all my old bits. There'll even be the one where the kid's
the
bouncing
tension
up
will
and
be
down on my
thick.
lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting for it. It never
Yeah.
comes. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's genius right there. I love that.
It's like a misdirect.
Yeah.
It's like naming your comedy special. You better believe I hate dinosaurs, and then you just never even come
Nope.
close.
Nope.
Don't even mention it.
Don't even bring up the Jurassic period.
Don't. Mm-mm. Not even the movie. Is there another Jurassic Park movie coming out?
There
this summer?
is. They're rebooting Jurassic World.
The worst one.
Yep. It's I don't even. They might even be calling it. It's like Redux or Returns, and it's got. That's why Colin Jost's wife hosted SNL.
Oh yeah, she's in it. That's right.
Yeah.
ScarJo.
I can never Scarlett Johansson. My God, I don't know why I can't remember her name.
ScarJo.
I think Chris Pratt is probably back. I think is
He definitely is.
he does not give a shit about staying in a franchise. He will not leave. So
I mean, the money's got to be nice.
oh yeah,
I mean, yeah, you can't fault the guy.
no, I mean you can for other things probably.
And there's some artistic credibility maybe
Yeah.
that's in question. But
He does. It irritates me that he's every cartoon voice. I'm like, it's Chris Pratt again. Like, you got to be Mario and Garfield and the Lego dude.
right.
Like, are you?
He has
that
a pretty
good at this?
nondescript, just regular guy
Yeah,
voice.
he
It's
does.
not like he has some sort of wild voice.
You hear
like
people talk-
Gilbert Gottfried
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
You understood
People
why
are
he was doing animals in movies.
Yeah, and they people that work with him making those movies say he's great at it, and I'm like, I guess.
I went to Brown College of Broadcasting,
Better
sir.
believe it. I did. I took that commercial radio voice class a while back. They gave it to me for free, no big deal. And we had to match our voices to animation. And I was a little bit drunk, and I couldn't fucking do it. I was like, they were like, "Why are you so bad at this?" I was like, "Shut up!" Yeah,
Pulling a flask.
yeah,
Shut up.
yeah.
You do the kitty cat voice? Hold on. Did I tell you I hate pedophiles?
They were like, "Were you drinking before this?" I was like, "Bitch, I'll fucking smack your ass."
I'm a professional. Of course I was.
A method.
That's right.
Yeah, what did you have gen eds at Brown?
Did
you have a math
yeah,
class?
I had to take a speech.
You had radio guy voice. You had throw to commercial 101.
Right.
Well, we were still using the reels, the like 8-track tapes.
Oh wow, yeah.
Should have been a red flag.
But dude, the red flag was the first day of the school. The dude that was teaching us, he was like, "You're probably not gonna get a good job.
Let me tell you
You'll
something.
never make any money."
Yeah. In a
Like,
beautiful
all right.
golden voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
like,
are going nowhere with this degree,
Exactly.
but I appreciate you being here. Now let's talk about the radio,
You'll
a
be
dying information system.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm using it here,
Yeah.
sort of, not at all, but
Yeah. What were the clay?
it was like the morning was like 2 hours of cutting clips, putting them on carts, just kind of doing that over and over, like switching.
Try,
stuff.
then
like production.
200 levels, like trying to find your own whack pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Go to a homeless shelter.
Yeah, find
Yeah.
5 weirdos
Yes.
who are the most entertaining
Mm.
people you can find.
Yes.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, because you do like a year there. How long?
I did.
How much
yeah,
time
about a
did you do?
year.
About
A
year?
little slightly under, I suppose, before I left. But I lived in Eagan, Minnesota for about a year.
What were your colleagues like in school? You know, what were your peers?
Some of them were cool. One guy there was a guy from Des Moines there. We're still kind of buddies to this day. We ate Pizza Hut lunch buffet frequently together in Minnesota.
So you get that radio.
There was
voice going.
there was a Russian girl that they were like, this isn't gonna work for you. And she's like, but why not? Come on now.
97X, rock and roll radio. Very nice. I like.
And they were every day. They'd be like, "Yeah, we're like this can't." And she'd
Yeah.
be like, "You ever smoke so many cigarettes it makes you throw up?" Like, oh yeah, I have done that.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Mm,
Patriska.
yes. There was a girl that had a.
She was also probably drunk too.
She probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a girl that had a WWJWD bracelet that everybody was like, "Oh, this girl loves Jesus." And somebody asked her about it. She's like, "No, man, it's for John Wayne." And we're like, "Oh, okay, all right. We're all paying a shitload of money to go to school here." The moron brigade. Yeah. It was cool. It was fun though.
Yeah, I mean the classes themselves, I bet, would be kind of fun.
Mhm.
I regret not being able to be a part of like that physical media radio production era. You know,
I mean, it was a lot. There was a lot. It was a lot. There was a lot more to it.
yeah,
A lot more timing. A lot more complicated stuff.
yeah, and just doing so many jobs, and never mind if you were getting even like Howard Stern level, where that's like full kind of comedic programming every day or 5 days a week or whatever for a couple hours. That's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, get all those clips together and
Yeah.
organize a schedule and try and keep to it and interviews.
I would do this for 5 hours a day if it was my
Oh
job.
man, it'd be day 2, and we'd be like,
What the hell?
It'd
Like,
be already
do you
to the
think I Hate
pedophile shit.
Pedophiles is still working? What do you think of that?
Yeah. Do it with the megaphone.
Yeah. Yeah. Add some fart sounds to I Hate Pedophiles.
We're gonna make a parody song out of it now.
Yeah, parody song. Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah. But just like I have, and some of this is probably someone imagining what it was like versus maybe what it was actually like
Yeah.
living through it. But I just wish I would have been old enough to be able to have been like in my 20s ish in my own car, like driving late at night, tuning into, like a Stern or something like that, like some of that late night talk radio. I feel I heard some of it as a kid in the car. Like my dad listened to a lot of Stern, but still was a bit young to like kind of
Fully appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like it must have been such a interesting time,
Yeah.
I was listening to Howard Stern on a podcast, and he was talking about the early days, and he said that one of the reasons why they would do so much wild and crazy shit every show is that radio, whatchamacallit, ratings, the
FCC?
no, not the ratings, the come on, brain.
Nielsen.
Yeah. Every 15 minutes, they take a sample of the audience to see like where you're at. Every 15 minutes, not like once an hour or once a show.
Right.
Every 15 minutes, they're checking to see how many people are listening.
Wow.
Jesus! So of course you're trying to keep people constantly coming back, constantly listening.
Yeah, because they could do a breakdown of like at this part, every people cut out. How do they even fucking know?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Especially back then, like, do you know how many people are tuning into your signal? You're
I mean, I
putting
can't
out?
imagine. I don't know.
It
how
would
they
be.
did
I
it.
bet it's people must have like. There must be a select number of people out there that have
Yeah.
like the Nielsen
a
things. that-
box of some sort.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Huh.
Actually, I honestly
Yeah,
have
I
no
don't know
idea.
either.
I feel like I've never known anyone that has had one.
No.
It seems like any poll type of thing like that, including political. I get some texts now, I guess, but before I was like, I've never received a poll once.
There's another.
I would love to answer.
anymore.
Yeah.
Who's
I wanna feel
answering
important.
the phone? Who's answering a number they don't know to take a poll via phone?
Old people at home with a landline.
Yeah, that's it. So your polls are inaccurate.
Yeah.
That was
right.
proven big time in Iowa this
Yeah.
past year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been feeding some cats outside of my building. I think I clued you guys in on this.
Oh yeah.
And recently, they brought to me a dead baby squirrel under my window.
Oh, they're thinking about
As
you.
A little something for you.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. I felt pretty flattered by that.
They say they did. It is actually showing love, and it's the cats thinking that you can't take care of yourself, essentially. Where it's
Which
like
they're
it's like a gift. yeah, yeah,
Like, this guy's kind of fucked up.
yeah.
Let's let him have this.
Yeah.
Like, we got to take care of this.
Yeah.
They care about you though.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that does feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of them, looks sort of like a fatter Paulo.
Yeah.
Like kind of has that same coloring sort of that your cat does. But he has like a little half a tail.
Paulo is now fatter, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
is Space Ghost. They are both a couple. Space Ghost is a fucking fat ass. A few months inside
Yeah.
has changed him.
On quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they are locked up.
Mm-hmm. They're thriving though, doing great.
Yeah. I mean, they have their own house.
Yeah,
do.
they should
Yeah,
be.
I'd kill for that.
Fish to look at,
Yeah.
stuff to mess with.
No one bugging him.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like good life.
I stop by every single day to say hello and pet them. And yeah,
It'll be like that.
for the rest of my goddamn life.
That's right.
For the rest of their lives.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, with them being fatter and maybe a little less rowdy, possibly they could be transferred.
They don't try to get outside at all now, but it is illegal in Urbandale. I have now seen 2 cats come by our house. I'm like, okay, maybe people aren't going to call the cops on cats, but I guarantee the guy that stared you down,
Oh, yeah.
he
was going to call the cops on me.
I know. I'm telling you, he absolutely would if you ever saw a cat come out of our house.
Yeah.
And every person now, if somebody comes over to our house alone, or even so far every single time somebody's come over and parked on the street, they have said that neighbor stared him down, gave him a dirty look.
So
Yeah.
crazy.
He was mugging me hard.
And then we got some like gossip about him from another neighbor that's like, yeah, he's like fought with people about parking on the street, and like, Jesus Christ. What are you?
It's a public street, my
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I was like, I hope he tries to fight with me. I'm excited about it.
Look
Time to
forward
run
that
the
day.
fade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. yeah.
I would love to see that.
Or I get the shit beat out of me by a 75-year-old man.
Embarrassingly so.
Yeah.
Like your pants fall down and you shit yourself. Everybody sees for some reason. I'd put my money on you.
Thanks, buddy.
I think he was all talk. He didn't
Yeah.
even talk. He's all
Yeah.
mean mug.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's lucky I didn't. Fuck on.
What?
Hell yeah.
I'm very fast twitch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of fast twitch muscle fiber. I thought of an old story I might tell. What do you think
Ooh,
about that?
I'm
Actually, I
ready.
have 2 of them. One of these will fit in real well with what we've been talking about.
Oh, God.
No, I'm kidding. When I was running the comedy club, I'm sure Alex can testify to this. Once you have something like a business,
Mhm.
even if it's failing, people are still like, nice, man.
Yeah.
You know, like they show you a certain air of respect.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Continue.
Well, this was my
Yeah,
first
yeah,
foray
yeah,
into it as
yeah.
well. And this is where I started to learn that, yeah, people do treat you a little different. I remember one night, it was, I think it was for like one of our Thursday free showcase type of things. But this guy came in, and he was just talking to me. And he seemed like a nice enough, normal guy, like chummy, seemed cool. But he was chatting me up. And then I guess when he's going to close out at the end of the night, he winds up leaving like a $300 tip.
God damn.
I know, crazy. And then he came up to me after he left that tip. And he was like, "Hey, man, really appreciated talking to you. I think I have a service you might be interested in."
Oh, boy.
Oh, great.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he slides the card across, and it's one of those places where they tattoo your hair back.
Wow. How is he throwing around that kind of money?
I was like, there must be some money in this. But I was also like, this is what like a hot chick at a bar kind of
Yeah.
feels like.
You're
where
going to the bar. You're like, make sure those hundies were real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Thomas Jefferson is bald on those.
Yeah. He's got his hair tattooed
yeah.
on.
He thought I was a hot prospect
There
for
you
his
go.
biz. And I was like, I mean, you just dropped 300. I'm tempted to go get my hairline
Yeah.
tattooed. But it was
It's like it's
Oh,
about
man.
$300.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I did feel sort of like, like clutching my pearls a little
Oh.
about it.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
I feel like a bit of a
thanks.
bad bitch right now.
That is hilarious.
But my fear with, because when it's all shaved down and then you have it tattooed on, it doesn't look bad. But it's like, what if, like there's a razor shortage, or I just give up shaving my head regularly, then it's like
Double
hair-
stubble.
Yeah, hair would be growing, but then like a part that looked like stubble just would never grow.
Yeah.
You'd look nuts.
I just can't. What does it actually look like?
It doesn't look bad, like they're able to do it pretty convincingly.
Yeah, if you're like someone that just has like that short stubble look, I mean,
Yeah.
it works to a degree
Yeah. I mean, they'll find out for
Yeah.
sure.
until the sun hits it and the whole head is shining. You're like, why is the hair shining like
Yeah.
that? Like, oh, because it's painted on.
Yeah.
Some of these, little pointillism.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
literally. Zzz, 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 zzz.
Just like recreating the follicles, because he had it too. I could tell.
Of
like,
course he
Yeah,
did.
yeah, of course.
He's not just a president. He's a member.
Yeah.
That's right.
This is basically saying I could grow hair. I just choose not to.
Yeah.
Correct.
I like to keep it short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
My
know,
choice.
And I get it. It's like it does, at least from a distance or in a picture, look better and look like it's more of a choice. Because if mine grows out, it really is like this kind of peninsula of hair. Looks a bit like Florida, like
Yeah.
just sort of boom,
Hanging out on his.
I kind of like Walton Goggins has been pulling that look off now for. and
That's
he's,
true.
He's making his big come up, and he's got that halfway back hairline.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to embracing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like sometimes I feel like a bit of a fraud for even shaving it, where I'm like, I should rock the Dr. Phil.
Let's find out.
Joey
Maybe you
Ficken
rock
style.
the. I don't know.
If I grew it out, I mean, at least from the last time that it was really grown out, I think it would basically look exactly like Jude Law does now.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's all perspective.
Except I'm not Jude Law.
That is one big factor. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yes. Kind of like Walton Goggins, where it's like, I mean, he was in White Lotus. That helps
Mhm.
as well.
That's true.
If he was, selling used flat screen TVs.
With those- if Walton Goggins was selling used flat screen TVs and you walked up and he was like, "Can I help you?" You'd be like, "Ah!"
Those giant teeth.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you
Gonna
can.
pass.
Yeah.
I'm just looking right now.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep on the road I'm on.
Mm-hmm. You look good,
sense.
buddy.
Thank you. I bring it up for that reason alone,
Yeah.
for you to say that.
AJ's just fishing.
Yeah.
I've been. I was at Hy-Vee the other day, and this kid he's like, "Hey, man, how long you been growing your hair out?" I was like, "Whoa, no one has ever asked me this." And I was like, well, my daughter will be 10 months old. I was like, so at least 10, and then I kind of had weird shaggy hair then. So I was like, I'd say at least over a year. He's like, man, I can't do that. I was like, don't worry, no one likes it. Nobody. I haven't heard one positive thing about it, but yeah, about a year. So thanks for mentioning it.
I think it's actually kind
appreciate
of in
it.
a good place right now.
I don't. Yeah, and then I would think about cutting it off every day, and I'm like, not today.
Yeah.
I like the Peter from Jesus Christ Superstar thing I got going on.
It's 1978's best haircut right
That's
there.
right.
Yeah. It's getting close to like Lord of the Rings hair.
Yeah.
A little
Mm.
hobbity, where it's like,
Mhm.
because you have enough wave to it.
Sam.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I hate pedophiles, Sam.
But I do love me a tiny little dude.
It's different.
There it is.
I was afraid that I may have torn my asshole recently, by the way.
Yikes.
I've had a few anal fissures in my life
Mhm.
because I think I pushed too hard.
Yeah, I just had the
Too
last
much
podcast,
pushing,
so it's-
not enough cushion.
Yeah, I think I'm always in a rush, and I
Yeah.
don't know what the deal is.
It's our poor diets also.
Yes, there's definitely some of that.
You never feel like you're done shitting, so you just sit there and push,
Yeah.
like giving birth to a tiny little turd. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Do your Lamaze breathing.
Yeah.
But I only have in my bathroom. It's set up in a way that there's no mirror directly like in front of the sink, and even if there was one, it'd be very high. And there's one on a cupboard, but that's also very high and off to the side, and it's all very like a cramped bathroom because it's like an old place, you know.
Yeah.
So instead, to surmise what was going on, I put my laptop on webcam.
Oh boy.
and I busted it wide open. I bent over like this, and like so I could see.
Oh, he's going live.
I was saying he
Yeah, of
accidentally hit
course.
click
Yeah.
live, broadcasting live.
Yeah, Insta live.
Yeah. Edward Snowden is like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, so that way I could see the screen, like live.
Yeah.
I could see what was kind of going
Live
on.
and direct.
Yeah, and honestly,
Live from AJ's asshole.
not bad.
Nice. Good.
Not bad. I've always.
Oh man, I would never do that.
What?
And
Like, I don't need to. I'm like, oh my god, is this the Sarlacc pit scene
Yeah,
from Return of the Jedi?
I was fearful of what I would find,
yeah,
for sure.
I don't need that.
But I saw it and I was like,
Good.
not bad. Good for you, AJ.
I like the idea you're squatting over your laptop going, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Does my asshole look nice?
Strange to be turned on by your own asshole, you know?
That's a new one.
Yeah. It's a little pinker than I thought it was.
It's kind of nice. That's kind of nice.
Honestly, now.
How can I show this off?
Yeah. All right.
Some low-rise jeans.
Yeah. Patreon after all. Yeah. Well, there's a local comedian, Tim, who has a bit kind of talking about seeing your own asshole.
Yes, he does.
I thought of him instantly as I did that, which only made it hotter.
Dragon dildo, here we go.
That's right. AJ's a cam girl. Yeah. Soon enough.
Hell
Soon
yeah.
enough. If these clips don't get going.
Just
They're
take it to
going.
the limit. You
No,
know?
they are going. The average is always climbing up. Except for the times
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not, but that's
Yeah.
We don't talk about those.
What am I doing here?
I'd love to get a sketch going with you two at some
Yeah,
point as well.
you need to
And Shiloh's chomping at the bit to be on the crew.
Yeah.
on the sketch crew.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
she'd be our best boy.
She'd be our disgusted lady and all the
Yeah.
all of them. Just cut to her.
Yep.
Or grip.
Yes. Yeah. She's our gaffer, our grip, our best boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why did-
Assistant best boy.
Yeah. Mm.
You got lots of job opportunities.
Well, folks,
Well,
I think it's about that time.
yeah, my voice is going down. baby.
It's going
Sounds like
into
Brown.
radio voice.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, were there any like tips or pointers you remember from school?
They didn't actually talk about.
Go find a new career.
Yeah, that was the main one. Yeah. You know, you're spending $30,000 a year. But
Mm.
This ain't it, bro. Like, oh, all right. Yeah. Yeah. No, there really, I felt, I mean, I did learn a lot about recording stuff and putting it on carts, swapping carts out
Hmm.
and different theme music and reading the news. We'd read a lot of the news, a lot of Minnesota news. But I got nothing.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Money well spent.
Yeah, I'm saying.
At
Mhm.
the end of the day,
Mhm.
it's money well
Yeah, I
spent.
guess I imagine much more of like them coaching you specific, like a singer or something, you know, like building up your radio voice.
No, because they tell you, with the exception of the Russian girl, that it isn't really about your voice. It's more can you do it? Because they don't really. If you're going into a small town to read the fucking farm news,
Right.
you just have to be able to do it. Be great at talking.
Beef, $75 a head.
Yeah.
I hate pedophiles. Why does the ag report guy keep saying he hates pedophiles?
Yeah, really harping on it today. Yeah. Yeah, I figured there'd be like a dick jokes class or something,
And
Yeah,
radio
right.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Morning
school.
Zoo 101.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. How to talk somebody
Yeah.
into getting nude on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. When do I make the girls masturbate with the speaker?
Yeah.
That's the 300 level
yeah.
course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your masters.
Mhm. Man, I watched that part a lot of times. So, ever watch Private Parts,
Oh,
fellas?
yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes. Sit on the subwoofer.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched Private Parts just a couple days ago.
For never having acted in ever,
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Howard Stern. I'm like, damn, dog, this is like impressive.
Ivan Reitman directed,
Yeah.
which I completely
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
until
Mhm.
I just remember seeing it when I watched it just recently.
Huh.
It's a well done movie.
Yeah.
Like it moves really well. Pacing is great.
The same. I mean, you could do a lot of the biopic jokes, the musical biopic jokes. With it fits that mold pretty
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
But it's good.
It's a mold that I like. Like as
Yeah.
someone who enjoys making fun of it, it's also I love making fun of it because it's something that I've been a sucker
Well,
for.
I mean, I will it is hilarious. We talked about this already, but after watching Walk Hard, watching any musical biopic is hilarious, but still enjoyable.
Yeah.
But they're all like, wow, they really do all of this in almost every single one. Hilarious.
Yeah, we need to rent out a theater and screen that,
We are for sure.
as we've threatened off
Mhm.
podcast many times. But folks, that's the podcast for the evening. Thanks for tuning in, listening, watching, all that shit. Black Cat Ice Cream, #1 place to get your dairy.
Yeah, it's killing Alex, but he's doing fine.
Doing real fine. Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM helps pay some bills. Would really appreciate that. Like and subscribe and all
Yeah.
that. You know how it goes.
Venmo at ToboCop.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Venmo at ToboCap.
I keep saying it. So few people do it. Which is good. Don't do it, but do if you feel like it. Shout out to Sarah, too, for a rough day.
Yes. Sorry to hear
So,
that, Sarah.
yeah.
Once that Patreon comes in, we'll get you a new car, get
There
you
you go.
straightened out.
No problem.
I'll just keep driving the Fiat.
Yeah. The new car will be a Fiat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that
That's
just
right.
full
It's going to be my
disclosure.
Fiat,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
I'm getting a new car.
it's a newer Fiat.
Yeah.
Slightly newer.
And yes, thanks to our super producer Shyla as well.
Yes.
I think the writing was pretty good tonight. A little
Mm.
heavy on the pedophile shit, I will say, but
Gross.
and with all that said,
But we love the farming.
Of course.
that was a great start.
It was.
Yeah, I've been AJ Simmons. Thank you, everybody.
I've been Toll McGrain.
And I've been the Ice Cream King of Des Moines, Iowa, Alex Carter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.